What is going on over at Red Bull? At first glance, it might seem like a simple matter. Christian Horner is being accused of doing something to a female employee. But upon looking closely, a few things are starting to add up. So is there more to the story than we've been led to believe? Let's find out in today's video. Red Bull's investigation into accusations of misconduct involving Christian Horner is still going, as the initial discussion with the Formula One team leader on Friday did not lead to a resolution. Red Bull GmbH, the Austrian-based parent company of the F1 team, initiated an independent inquiry following claims of controlling and coercive conduct attributed to Horner. On Friday, Horner underwent his initial interview with the external specialist barrister overseeing the investigation, which reportedly extended beyond 8 hours in a London session. Despite asserting his complete denial of the allegations, Horner stands by his innocence and is determined to vindicate himself. Having helmed the team since its inception in 2005, the 50-year-old has steered the Milton Keynes-based squad to an impressive tally of 7 F1 Drivers' Championships and 6 Constructors' victories over his 19-year tenure. The interview on Friday occurred just 6 days before the reigning Constructors' Champions were scheduled to unveil their car for the 2024 season. There's no indication that the investigation is being conducted according to the timeline typical in F1 circles. With F1 pre-season testing commencing in Bahrain on February 20th and the first race of the season following on March 2nd in the same location, the timing undeniably presents challenges for the team, but ensuring fairness to all parties involved remains the clear priority. Red Bull emphasized this stance in a statement released on Monday confirming the investigation. After being made aware of certain recent allegations, the company launched an independent investigation. This process, which is already underway, is being carried out by an external specialist barrister. The company takes these matters extremely seriously, and the investigation will be completed as soon as practically possible. Adrian Newey, the design maestro at Red Bull, has been instrumental in Max Verstappen's achievements in F1. It has been said that he and Christian Horner have contracts designed to protect each other. Yet despite the uncertainty surrounding Horner's future, Newey has reportedly communicated his commitment to staying with the team. Speculation about a possible shift to Ferrari has been fueled by Newey's previous remarks and intriguing social media interactions. Red Bull's greatly influential chief technical officer, who joined the team the year after Horner, has been subject to speculation. Some theorize that the 65-year-old might consider leaving to pursue a coveted opportunity at Ferrari if Horner's tenure comes to an end. When questioned about any regrets regarding not having had the chance to collaborate with the prancing horse, he addressed the topic on Beyond the Grid. Emotionally, I guess, to a point. Yes, it's just circumstance sometimes. That's the way it is. To add fuel to the fire, Newey's spouse endorsed a post on X, suggesting that the recent turn of events presents him with an opportunity to address any lingering regrets. But even so, F1 Insider reports that Newey has already assured Red Bull of his unwavering loyalty, regardless of Horner's fate with the team. The report further indicates that Horner and Newey's contracts at Red Bull were previously interconnected, implying that if one were to depart, the other could follow without consequences. But this arrangement is no longer thought to be in place. In fact, it's been suggested that the once strong bonds of friendship between the design genius and the Red Bull chief have now fractured. Red Bull is eager to address internal matters before the unveiling of their 2024 F1 car, the RB20, scheduled for February 15th. Pre-season testing in Bahrain is set to commence later this month, with Verstappen eyeing a 4th consecutive Drivers' Championship. Newey acknowledged that the team chose not to implement significant changes to last year's car, which had been dominant across the field, as he mentioned on the Talking Bull podcast. It's very much a third evolution of the 2022 car. Last year's car was an evolution of 22 in its main points being, of course, the normal winter development in terms of aerodynamics, some understanding on what we needed to do with the suspension to try to improve the car as well, and getting weight out of it, because we never got down to the weight limit into 22. This year's car is the third evolution of that original RB18. What we don't know, of course, is whether the third evolution is too conservative, while others have done something different. You just don't know. Traditionally, the winter months mark a slow news season as teams focus on finalizing their new racing machines. But this year, the atmosphere has ignited with the revelation that the sport's commercial rights holders are once again at odds with the FIA. Horner has been the linchpin driving the ambitious young F1 team's assault on the establishment ever since the founder of the energy drinks empire, Dietrich Mateschitz, recruited him following the acquisition of the struggling Jaguar team from Ford. The Red Bull team principal then successfully convinced Adrian Newey to depart from his discontented tenure at McLaren, where the matrix management system constrained his creative freedom. Newey's move to Red Bull Racing has since cemented his legacy as the greatest car designer in the history of the sport. Under Horner's guidance, Red Bull is now only 13 race wins, shy of becoming the third most successful F1 team of all time. Remarkably, despite entering the sport 55 years after Ferrari's debut, the Milton Keynes-based team is rapidly closing in on half the total number of Grand Prix victories achieved by Ferrari, all within a fraction of the races entered by the Maranello outfit. Over his 25-year tenure as head of the Red Bull team, Christian has overseen the management of thousands of individuals. As anyone familiar with the fiercely competitive nature of the sport knows, Formula One is not a realm for the timid or reserved. Undoubtedly, there have been numerous employees who joined the world champions, drawn by the allure of a glamorous working environment, only to find themselves unable to withstand the relentless pace and intensity demanded by the industry. In the competitive world of Formula One, no team can afford to carry even a single member who isn't fully committed to the cause. Success on the track demands that every aspect of the organization operates at its peak efficiency. At times, this might seem ruthless, as management must ensure that every individual contributes to extracting maximum performance from the team. This can involve tough decisions, including advising certain individuals to either improve their performance or seek opportunities elsewhere. For a quarter of a century, the Red Bull Racing organization has stood as a beacon of stability in a sport characterized by constantly shifting landscapes, where even the brightest stars can disappear at a moment's notice. This stability has undoubtedly played a significant role in their success. With their founder serving as the ultimate authority in all matters, a firm foundation was laid for this steadfastness to persist. But, with the passing of Mateschitz, a new leadership structure has emerged at the helm of the Austrian-based empire. In less than 18 months, cracks within its unity have started to become obvious. Marko and Horner found themselves at odds over the recruitment of Nyck de Vries, a point the Red Bull advisor acknowledged 6 months ago. Speculations swirled about Dr. Marko's potential ousting, but they proved unfounded as his contract was renewed last month, extending until the end of 2026. After Mateschitz's passing, the Austrian-based parent group appointed Oliver Minzlaff, who had previously served as the head of football club RB Leipzig, as the new boss. In his role as CEO of corporate projects and new investments, Minzlaff now oversees Red Bull's sporting endeavors. Reports indicate that he has encountered conflicts with the F1 team's principal. Some have said that Horner is attempting a power grab, while others believe Minzlaff is motivated by the desire for the prestige and publicity associated with leading a Formula One team. Whatever the case, Horner appears to be the victim of an internal stitch-up within the energy drinks empire. The manner in which the allegations against him were leaked suggests a deliberate effort to undermine him. The relentless barrage of criticism and public humiliation could easily compel someone less resilient than Horner to step away from the turmoil. Yet Christian remains defiant, confronting his accusers without wavering. The allegations themselves sound like a deliberate attempt to undermine Horner. Initially, there were reports of inappropriate texts or images, but these soon gave way to a narrative of an overly aggressive or controlling management style, which gained support from the official F1 press. The outcome of this public assault on Christian Horner's reputation could swing in either direction, serving as a litmus test for who truly holds sway within the energy drinks empire. It's worth noting that the Thai partners who co-founded Red Bull Energy Drinks with Mateschitz hold a controlling interest. While the family tends to keep a low profile, it may be time for them to step forward and publicly support the man who has played a significant role in elevating their brand to global prominence. Certainly, if Christian Horner were to depart from RBR amid such contentious circumstances, it's likely that many of his loyal employees who have benefited from his leadership and the team's success may become disillusioned and eventually seek opportunities elsewhere. The departure of a respected leader under such circumstances can often lead to a loss of morale and a potential exodus of talent from the organization. This alleged stitch-up job is both transparent and poorly disguised. Describing Christian Horner as controlling only serves to acknowledge the credit he deserves, especially when comparing the disciplined and successful Red Bull racing team to others that appear to be out of control and lacking in effective leadership. It seems that the intention behind making this ludicrous accusation public was to pressure Horner into walking away. However, it's evident that those orchestrating this scheme underestimated his resolve. The inevitable outcome now must be some form of accommodation where all parties can part ways with their dignity intact. So, which side are you on? Is Christian Horner being set up for a shameful exit from his position, or is he just plain guilty? Tell us what you think in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.